can't do this. That's how I slaughter dragons. To the victor goes the spoils.
Whoever can wield a sword.
I must have been a handsome elf before I became an undead.
This is a dangerous quest. Take care.
The Gorlanders defeated the Blade Master and got rid of the Wanderers before entering Windeer Pass. They galloped through Baelord, passing the burning hills and the ruins of the Giant's Pit. And eventually they arrived at the City of Being after crossing the Torrent Vale.
The City of Being! I've expected the worst, but this is beyond imagination.
Alina looked into the distance. The capital was shrouded in a heavy smoke from the Storm Hill to the outskirts of the city. Screaming monsters rained destruction from Sincan to Roy Island.
No, it's not over yet. This is the most critical moment. Alengol is still waiting for us. No matter what happens next, Alina.
I know. We do what we must.
That's right.
They put the fatigue from traveling aside and raised their weapons at the hell constructed of claws and fangs. They urged their horses and charged forward. The banners of thorns and the white hawk became a gust of wind that screamed into everyone's ears like a solemn and stirring battle cry. It seems like people have predicted the scene before the apocalypse, and they are trying to use their mortal bodies to resist the god's will. There is no joy, no sorrow, no consciousness, only ceaseless killing, just so long as you survive, nothing else.
From here on, we will purge the city of filth.
Come on! The target is getting closer and closer!
The target? Since when have you had a target?
That means he's dumb, but not dead.
Not your business.
Hey!
That's how I slaughter dragons. That's how I slaughter dragons. I'm like a falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying high. Take cover. That's how I slaughter dragons. I can't do this. It's like rain. My arrows never miss. I'm like a falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying. Hey! Don't try to catch up with me. My arrows never miss. I'm like a falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying high. How does it feel to be an undead? My arrows never miss. It's like rain. Death's approaching quietly. My arrows never miss. Take cover. Being too full is dangerous. That's how I slaughter dragons. That's how I slaughter dragons. That's how I slaughter dragons. I'm like a falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying high. I'm like a falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying high. It's like rain. I'm one with the shadows. Stay alert. You should be honored. Don't try to catch up with me. I'm like a falling leaf in the wind, and flying high. I can't do this. To the victor goes the spoils. the victor goes the spoils.
Do not fear, for we must overcome the darkness. With my flag and my blade, I return victorious.
With power comes responsibility. I must have been a handsome elf.
The power of frost is hard to master.
With power comes responsibility.
Leave it to me. Good materials make good results.
I think it's a good fit for me.
We're all children of God here. May the gods bless you.
The Gorlanders miraculously charged onto the battlefield. The monsters were pushed to one side, destroying their orderly formation, and Alengol saw an opportunity to turn the tide.
Ha! The gods didn't abandon us. Bison! Alina!
Save your thanks for later.
Fair enough. The enemy's formation is broken. We can take advantage of it and push them into the river.
We'll go south and block their path of retreat.
Perfect.
We did it, Uncle Bison!
You've done well, Alina. But don't let your guard down yet.
I know. Thank you for taking care of me all this time.
Don't mention it.
Arrows never miss. Hey! My arrows never miss. What is a stockpile shooting? My arrows never miss. Take cover. That's how I slaughter dragons. My arrows never miss. That's how I slaughter dragons. My arrows never miss. I'm like a falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying high. Like rain. That's how I slaughter dragons. Don't try to catch up with me. I'm like a falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying high. My arrows never miss. Falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying high. That's how I slaughter dragons. What is a stockpile shooting? It's like rain. Death approaching quietly. My arrows never miss. That's how I slaughter dragons. I'm like a falling leaf in the... It's like rain. riddled with arrows. Victor goes the spoils. You should be honored.
With my flag and my blade, I return victorious. May the gods bless you.
The monsters were pressed to the riverbank and fell into the rushing water.
Now the enemies are taking a bath. Shall we take a break too?
Before Isadora could continue, Alina saw a group of the undead out of nowhere, near the City of Being.
Look! Some of them breached the outskirts.
Stop them! Don't let them enter the central square!
Alina quickly rallied her troops.
Cathedral, the palace, or the library?
Because he wasn't thinking as fast as you were.
Huh. I like your ironic tone.
And I'm flying high. It's like rain. It's like rain. My arrows never miss. It's like rain. I'm like a falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying high. It's like rain. Take cover. That's how I slaughter. What is a stockpile shooting? My arrows never miss. That's how I slaughter dragon. It's not good. It's like rain. I'm like a falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying high. You should be honored. Rain. I'm a falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying high. Being too full is dangerous. With arrows. I'm like a falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying high. Being too full is dangerous. It's like rain. To the victor goes the
Alina, what you've achieved would match Alfred, the great white eagle.
It was the joint effort of everybody. We should show our appreciation to the warriors of Gale Elves. They fought alongside us here.
With my flag and my blade, I return victorious. Are you ready?
When the last monster perished under the City of Being's walls, the Battle of Garlin came to an end. Soon after, the Elder Council held a grand reception for the elves of House Gale in the Sackbrug's Hall of Thorns. The elves were feted lavishly, and the Gorlanders received the consolation of Pope Alice V in their garrison. A few days later, a group of humans and the elves of House Gale quietly rode out of the City of Being on a cold morning.
Our emissaries are on their way. They'll agree with the elves to march on Coronus after the winter. The enemy's forces have been greatly weakened, especially in the north.
I know what you mean, General Gull.
That's right. In a few weeks, the winter will end. Before that, we must neutralize any potential threats.
And how can we achieve that?
The dwarves will help us in Baelod, and keep an eye on the heretics. We have a week before heading to the northern peninsula.
So everything has been decided?
Alina wasn't consulted by the Elder Council, who had already formed a complete plan. Alina was unhappy about the short notice, but she did her best to carry out the instructions. A week later, the Gorlanders and the Royal Guards marched deep into the northern peninsula. They were off to a promising start, and didn't face any obstacles until they reached the Great Rift.
In my day, there was a huge lake under the cliffs.
You're right. It was said to be a great lake. It has dried up now, but it still conceals a great many things.
Yes, and that reminded us of our mission. Well, let's search the area carefully.
I'm not feeling so well. Beautiful and powerful!
Hey! That's how I slaughter dragons. I can't do this. It's not working. It's like rain. I'm like a falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying high. That's how I slaughter dragon arrows. I'm like a falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying high. Stay alert. It's like rain. I'm like a falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying high. I'm like a falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying high. I can't do this. It's like rain. Riddled with arrows. My arrows never miss. To the victor goes the spoils. I'm one with the shadows, being dangerous.
With my flag and... Are you ready?
Vilsack and Isadora led a few men and explored the bottom of the Great Rift, but they found more murlocs than undead. It appeared they had been overly cautious.
Only small groups of murlocs. Nothing poses a real threat.
Well then, our business here is done.
Vilsack drew an arrow from his quiver. He was about to inform the others the area was clear. But suddenly, he readied the arrow on his bow and looked around warily.
Wait a second. Something's coming.
Oh dear, they were hiding in those narrow splits.
Countless murlocs poured from the narrow crevices in the hidden caves. With harpoon in hand, they filled the place immediately with their slurred and noisy cries. The ranger knew he must warn the others. He quickly changed to a flare arrow and shot it into the sky.
It looks like we're the bait now, waiting for Alina to pull the trigger.
I like the metaphor. Hang in there. Don't let the fish eat us up. My arrows never miss. It's like rain. It's not good. My arrows never miss. That's how I slaughter dragons. I'm like a falling leaf in the wind, and I'm flying high. Stay alert. My arrow. I'm one with the shadows. Riddled with arrows. Death. My arrows never miss. I can't do this. Don't try to catch up with me. To the victor goes the spoil.
Those Miss Elvis. They get along well with the dead.
It's the Templars' duty to protect the Church. This is a dangerous quest. Take care.
On the top of the cliff, Alina gave a passionate speech that could be heard even by those at the bottom. The Gorlanders then rushed down the steep mountain passes and beat the ugly amphibians to pieces. Soon, there were no more Mizzlevik in the rift.
I didn't expect to see Misselvisk again in the north.
Unless they've destroyed Augustin, they must be a part of the Undead's plan.
Vilzak knew Augustine well, and his strategy, visions, and methods. Alina frowned annoyedly. She was tired of the vile art of spells.
Is this also the doing of inside magic?
Don't worry too much. We have the advantage. As long as we remain cautious, their plot won't succeed.
Unless countless undeads are hiding beneath us.
Right after Isadora finished her words, the ice under their feet cracked. Rotten arms ripped the ground open, followed by the ugly eyes of their owners.
Isadora, you jinxed us.
I just stated the possibility.
Misselvisk were merely the means to weaken us. These are the knives behind us.
This. You should be honored. I can't do this. Riddled with arrows. I can't do this. I can't do this. You should be honored.
So disgusting. I think I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah, if this undead legion arrived a bit earlier, we might have to stay here forever.
Can't do this. Stay alert. Can't do this. I can't. Leave it to me. I can't do this. It's not good. To the victor goes the spoils. With power comes responsibility.
Faith will guide you.